I'm going to show you exactly how to create an invoice in Google Sheets, step by step. Go to sheets.google.com and sign in with your Google account. The dashboard opens with your recent spreadsheets. Top right of that dashboard, click Template Gallery. A full page of ready-made templates opens. Scroll down to the Work section, find the invoice thumbnail and click it. Google Sheets creates a fresh copy with sample data already filled in. Now you're going to replace that sample data with a real invoice. The invoice opens with your company block at the top left. Click into the company name cell and type your business name. I'm using North Star Design Studio. Click the street address line and enter your street address. If there's a placeholder phone number, replace that too. Don't skip the email line. I've seen invoices get returned just because the client had no way to reply. Over on the right side is the invoice number. The cell has a sample number in it. Change it to your own sequence. I use the year and a 3-digit counter, so 25001. Next to it is the date. Click that cell and set today's date. Payment terms is just below. The default may show 15. If your pay window is net 30, change it to 30. That field is what the client sees, so make it match your policy. Now find the Bill to section. Click the contact name and type the client's name. Then enter their company, street address, city, state, zip, and email. I'm billing Brightside Cafe, 142 Main Street, Portland. Use their actual billing address because if they ever need a corrected invoice, this has to match their records. The line item table is the part people rush through. You'll see rows for description, quantity, unit price, and amount. Click the first description cell and delete the sample text. Type what you actually sold. I'll put brand identity design. In the quantity cell, enter 1. Unit price goes in the next cell. I'll enter 2,500. The amount column calculates from quantity times unit price, so don't type over it. If the math doesn't update, check that your quantity and price are on the same row. Add a second line if the job had more than one item. Click the next description row below and type the next service. I'll add landing page design, quantity 1, unit price 800. The subtotal below the table recalculates. One warning, if you leave an old sample line in the table, the customer gets charged for it. To remove it, click the row number on the left. Right-click and choose Delete Row. Tax rate is below the item table. Click that cell and enter the rate you're required to collect. I'm using 0 for this example because the client is outside my state. If you charge sales tax, type it as a decimal. 8% is 0.08. Most people type 8 instead of 0.08 and then wonder why the tax line is tiny. Shipping is below that. I leave it blank unless there's a real delivery cost. A blank looks cleaner than a 0 and it won't add anything to the total. Look at the bottom right once the totals update. The invoice shows the total amount due and the balance due. The first time you create an invoice, those two numbers should match. If they don't, clear any payment amount in the balance section. If the default blue header isn't your brand, click the header cell, then click the paint bucket in the toolbar and pick a different fill color. That one change makes the invoice match your business instead of looking like a template. Now the invoice is ready to send. The cleanest way is a PDF. Go to File, choose Download, and pick PDF Document. The export screen opens. Keep the default options and export. Google Sheets downloads that invoice as a PDF you can attach to an email. That version can't be edited. If you want to send the live sheet instead, go to File, choose Share, and pick Share with Others. Add the client's email address and set the permission to viewer. That sends them a link. I would not give them comment access because a comment or edit request just creates another back and forth. Viewer is enough for an invoice. Click the sheet name at the bottom where it says Invoice and type a real file name. I'll use Brightside Cafe March Invoice. That saves you from hunting for untitled spreadsheet later. And if you do this often, click File, Make a Copy. Rename the copy Invoice Master and click Make a Copy. Next time you can open that master instead of starting from the template gallery again. If this got you through it, hit like and subscribe, and leave a comment saying this was helpful. Comments are what push this to other people looking for the same thing.